Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Entrepreneurial Finance. Typical characteristics of business angels. Now you're at that point of time, at that moment that you start your company, you want to expand, you need more money. You might only need 100,000, 200,000, and you heard about business angels. So where do you find these business angels? What are typical characteristics of these business angels? You need to know more about these kind of people. Well, how do business angels do business? That's the first thing you probably want to answer. How do they find you? Well, actually, business angels look for something new. They look for solutions, they look for ideas, they look for technologies, they look for something that thrills them. This is what they are interested in, and this is what they look at, and this is the first thing to get to in business angel. Secondly, they do only early stages in most cases. And I said that before. Normally, typically a business angel wants to bridge the gap between very early stages and the risk-return profile of a venture capitalist, so the higher amounts of venture capital. If you're only looking for 100,000 euro, for example, the probability you find a venture capitalist who is going to do that is pretty low. The probability that you find a friend who is going to provide that money is also low. So this is the moment when a business angel comes into place. It's a typical moment for an angel investor. And thirdly, they always look at the team. They look at you because everything else changes. The team might stay the same. So they invest in people and not in ideas. This is what they say. Sometimes it's true. I mean, the idea is always also important, but they mainly invest in people. Because at this very beginning, in many cases, you only have a business plan yourself who is promising to execute the plan. This is it. So what should they believe in? The paper or the person? Probability they believe in the person is very high. So this is how business angels approach companies. This is what business angels look for. Let's look closer at those angels. You find them in all age groups, but they're mostly like in the mid-30s to mid-40s, mid-50s, 60s. So 1/3 is in this group, but you find them all over. More important is 80% have top management experience. Many of them have found their own company and have gained the experience there. So they experienced in management, they experienced entrepreneurs. And secondly, they have a lot of money. Some really a hell of money. Some others don't have that much, but they have enough money to be able to spend that into companies. And this is really important because this is what angels are about. Angels are about providing money and additional support. So if you can find someone who has management experience, founding experience, plus has the money to invest, that might be the right person. How do you attract an angel then? Well, normally angels don't want to invest all their money. They only invest parts of their money. This is very important because that leads to the fact that they consider this what they do, angel investing, not really being an investment, a job or something like this. It is more sometimes a hobby for them. And having said that, it is important to see that they are motivated equally by fun and money. So if you are able to provide an idea that has potential capital gains, that's nice. But it's more important to see that it is fun working with you. And this is, at the end of the day, what business angels decide. They look at you, and they look at you as a team or as an individual, and ask themselves, do they want to work with this guy? Or maybe with this group of people? Maybe it's more interesting to work with those nerds, and because they will have more and more ideas, and this guy might only be an arrogant person who is not going to listen to your advice. That's what business angels basically look at then.